Okay.
Jobbot most már nézhetik. Szóval a fizetők. Nem neked van. Várom a donation-t először. On the date of emergency lifts and the festival begins, the marketplace should get a nice shot in the arm. Okay. Nem, látom. Csinált a buzi. Ezt nem hallottam. Mivel rosszul olvasok fel, levettem a hangerejét, és azóta akartam neki vissza. As the lifts and the festival begins, the marketplace should get a nice shot in the arm. I imagine plenty of industries will try to time that expansion with it, and that brings the need for eagle-eyed consultants like us. Speaking of the festival, it's an excellent opportunity to conduct some market research. Nice that this uptick in my work will keep me busy. Man, I really need to find a better way of letting off steam. No more adult websites for me, I need to go cold turkey. There must be something else that might help me unwind.
Platter launched. I'll take good care of it.
Jó, mennyi? Hány dolog gyűjteni még majd be? 5%.
Thanks.
Don't mind if I do.
Ó, kimaxoltam Juditot. Még már maxot még úgy, de ezt tessék. Cancel. Leon Tower, your time has come. You will be mine this day. I had to spend the time inside, of course, but I hardly gave in. What? Did you think I would? You ruined me. This time, I will unveil the je ne sais quoi, that mystic aura of yours, and display it for all to see. I've heard about the rounding of the Almata stragglers around the capital. Serves them right, justice always prevails. It's just a shame we couldn't do anything about it earlier. All those we lost. It really warms my heart to see the citizens banding together and keeping things under control throughout the state of emergency. Just goes to show that when the police, the bracers and the public put their minds together, there's nothing they can't do.
Okay.
We're not out of the woods yet, though. We've got the festival coming up, and that's always a doozy for us cops. After everything we've been through, we all need a break like this. I want everyone to enjoy it to the fullest. We're making quick work of those Almata stragglers. As for me, I'm collecting intel from reports about shady businesses in town. Some of those leads are actually paying off, helped us pin down some Almata funding sources in Edit plus some of their shell companies. All the more reason why doing work on the ground is so important. Every day people have plenty to share. The inspector says that you guys held out something. That said, you can't expect us to just keep our mouths shut when we see you skirting the law. But well, results are results. I guess I can cut you some slack. But you'd best stay on the right side of the law, Spriggan. You don't want the police coming after you too. I always knew Senior Officer Colorado was keeping records of stuff beyond even his usual investigative work. But I never thought his side notes would end up exposing Almata collaborators. I guess it goes to show how important it is to talk with everyday people. Even as a receptionist, I hope someday I get the chance to go above and beyond the call of duty like that. I need to do more than just connect with the public, I need to put their information to good use.
That policeman looks so cool!
először.
Oh, I'm so in love with
Welcome
this
to
brand.
Erland, sir.
It's just been busy day after busy day with EGC prep and all. But today I get to slip out from work early. Hehe. Tonight, yes, there's a big concert to celebrate the new record. I wouldn't miss it for the world. So excited. I gotta make sure I'm all ready. The tragedy has come and gone, but the lives we lost, they're never coming back. We can't forget them, not ever. We have to keep them in our hearts. I've been to that village and I'll never forget the harmony it had. I want to work that harmony into my clothing designs. It's the least I can do in their memory.
We have full confidence in our products.
Let's go. There you go. Eat it.
We await your next visit.
Kérem, ne. Lekapcsolhatnád a napot. De még 2 óra, és most szexualizálja a szememet a nap.
And now we bring you the weather. How's it looking for us?
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. The upcoming weather appears to be getting in the festive spirit, as clear skies are once again predicted throughout the Revolution Festival. I'm sure we'll see scores of citizens out enjoying the day well worth celebrating when the time
I'm glad
comes.
everyone's back to normal. Gotta
Thanks
keep
for
the
the
team
update.
spirits up.
Now
I need to
let's
pitch
get
in too.
back to
They
the
failed me
music.
more times than I can count, so I gotta return the favor. I better help out too, whatever it takes to get everybody back on their feet. Nincs senki. Whatever it takes to get everybody back on their feet. That's really the best you got? Heh, barely broke a sweat. Have to train harder if you wanna beat me. And there he goes back.
The Calvert Roadway Information Center. Traffic is heavy across Calvert as people from throughout the country make their way to Edith to take part in the Revolution Festival. In particular, traffic restrictions will be enacted in the Vontai district in preparation for the festivities.
Goes again.
For now.
Alrighty.
I heard the festival is going forward as scheduled. It's nice and all, but man, some of these guys just will not shut up about it. Do they really have to drag me to it with them? But well, I guess it's all in good fun. Least I can do is lend them an ear.
Request from one of our listeners.
Sure, our team has some oddballs and some straight laces, but we mesh together pretty well regardless. End of the day, we're all neighbors and a good neighbor has your back. When that emergency declaration went down, everybody kept in touch and worked together to keep their streets clear. Heh, I guess that's the benefit of throwing together a bunch of misfits like us. The boys were all looking forward to the festival, glad they were able to pull it off without a hitch. Really, the only thing we got in common is that we all have too much energy. So it's nice to cut loose and let it all out like this.
The announcement has made waves not only within you.
Let's see. Let's see.
Nem olyan túl rossz. A hátam viszonylag egyenesen van. És a kezem... és a kezemet kitámasztatom, hogy annyira azért nem fárad el. Úgyhogy meg kell állnom, még a nap lejjebb megy.
Gonna eat something?
We have to stop Krell Village from happening again. We're never getting all those people back. We can't let the tragedy repeat. We might already have a new backpit supplier, but it's just not the same. I won't forget them. Never! For now, I just gotta do what I can.
Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal. Hey, welcome.
Csinálunk pénzt. Ez úgyse. Igen?
Thanks, pal.
You did learn the recipe for Mamma Mia penne. És... Berger learned the recipe for Kunlun Xiaolongbao. Menni kell főzős kézre.
Well,
You know, that Lugan guy isn't so bad after all. He's got a lot more heart than I gave him credit for. I feel kinda bad for just taking those Buzz Raider rumors at face value. I judged him unfairly. And he can always patch up his reputation out on the track. He's still the Comet after all. As a Z1 fan and a gearhead, I can't wait to see him get back behind the wheel. Yes, Berger, már kimaradsz, kirögödsz. Elakadsz még a végén. Ja nem? Hé, nem ér a falon átjönni. Figyeld magad.
That's true.
Átjött a falon. Papa, azért nem szarakodik az ajtóval. Roxy, could you tell us about your plans for next year? Well, what we all need is time. These new cars, these new regs, they're gonna take some getting used to. I wanna spend as much time testing as possible, so I know I'm bringing out the car's full performance. And then, not gonna lie, I'm still kinda bitter about the ORED GP. I wanna smash the competition next year to make up for last time. Thank you, and do you have any insights on ETWS Racing's internal issues? Or any comment on your own scandal as of late? Could you tell us your side of the story? Oh yeah, that. No, that was just a misunderstanding. I think I put out a statement the other day on that. She and I were just friends. A lot of people believe those rumors, and I wanna apologize to everybody who got misled. The only lady for me is my car now and forever. Is my car now and forever. That was the case, Good that he's at least trying to clear it up though. I just hope people don't read too deep into how hard he stammered there. He didn't read his lines all that well. Holding himself accountable at least. Best he can do right now. And just keep an eye out for him. Ahem, at any rate, I apologize again for my behavior. I just wanna put all that behind me. The festival is always a good time, and then next year I wanna have it all out on the track. Always a good time, you say? And what do you get up to when the festival comes around? What's with the tone there? It's nothing bad. Jab, chin up.
Well,
Looks like the situation is all under control. The hotel itself isn't in any trouble, thankfully. Berzelia seems to have calmed down. She should be able to enjoy the festival herself now. I do hope she's looking forward to it. She could use the wind in her sails. I've been a few times myself, albeit usually on the job. One of these years I'd like to do just for pleasure instead of business.
okay.
Service. There was that whole thing with the Quincy company and Oracion, so a lot of suits and bigwigs are under investigation right now. I've heard even Hotel Leclerc got dragged into it, since that was where a lot of them were staying. We're dealt with a few Oracion VIPs here ourselves, come to think of it. And you know, I do think they had some shady business going on between you and me. Maybe all that scrutiny is warranted.
Meg Sanyi, vagy hívottam?
László hozza.
Szép.
László.
Behozta biciklivel, repülővel, autóval, lőtővel. Gyalog.
Autóval. Még a gyalognak is jobban ültél volna lehet.
Milyen gyorsan hozza akkor. Nem látom egy gyalogos irány. Egyáltalán van-e?
Szerintem nem. Mert az nem elég gyors. De még ha gyors is, összerázza, mert ha fut, akkor ha a hátára veszi, össze-vissza
Ki az egész.
kapsz valami ilyen csöpögő szacsot,
Csöpögő futball szagyor.
össze-vissza rázta.
Köszi. Ott van a legegyszerűbb.
Hát igen.
Valószínűleg az a kérdés.
Hát mert ott azért a benzinpénz azért elveszi a dolgnak egy részét. A biciklivel a legspórolósabb valószínűleg. Az a legspórolósabb csinálni. Utána jön a... nem tudom... roller, aztán a robogó. My head just can't keep up with Polanski and their types. He was there to cool my head when I lost it back there. Where would I be without his advice? I can't deny it's kinda bearing down on me, like I can't manage on my own. I need to learn from him, learn to look at the bigger picture before I go making big decisions. I and the political world can finally breathe easy. Our party does still have some undesirables, white supremacists namely. They're a nasty bunch. One of the party's main priorities is keeping those old boys in check. And as luck would have it, curtailing them helps keep Almata at bay too. I can hardly fathom the lives lost. We are doing what we can, but it all feels so small. We haven't even been able to reclaim the bodies. Horrible, all of it, just horrible. As the representatives of this great nation, our party must right these wrongs and bring these terrorists to justice. Father said he won't be able to make it to the festival this year again. I know it's not his fault, but still. He hasn't completely forgotten me at least. That's a good note to end the year on. I should just suck it up and tell him how I really feel.
Okay.
On the surface, the situation has calmed down. The city is awash with festival cheer. But the order of events in Oración remains a mystery, and the government and economy are rife with turmoil. The president has his hands full trying to navigate it all. He's told us that he won't be home for the festival as a result. The young miss feels as though she only ever sees him through a screen these days. We've had quite a number of emergency meetings at the hotel recently. Though the boardroom is not my place, I would be honored to assist the president with whatever official matters he might need.
Do you need something? Please come again.
Ciao. Stop again. Nice little party you guys got here. Don't mind if I do. And if it isn't Aaron and the Arkwright crew, good to see you've kept well. Never thought I'd see a bracer, a Heyu elder, a Marduk security chief, and the CID head all banded together like this. Can't deny it makes me a bit on edge though. Types from both sides of the law tend not to mix well. I assure you it's much less charged than you make it out to be. We're just exchanging information and confirming agreements. Please pay us no mind. See? Oh, I haven't seen you since Oración. We were actually just talking about how to go about cleaning up that mess. Taking care of the Almata remnants, you mean? Yeah, we stormed out pretty much all the hideouts they had left. We're taking our own measures, of course, mostly concerning Almata's trade and supply routes. The more problematic trade routes have been taken care of, and you will see to the rest. But that's just what we were hoping for. We did also uncover some artifacts they had been using. The church is handling those. Yeah, Salus and Leon took care of that. Good to hear that's taken care of. Nice not to have that looming over the festival. In truth, that's why I'm here. The festival has the full support of the Kowloon group this year. That of course does lead to some overlap between us and Marduk. I'm here to make sure we don't step on each other's toes, so to speak. Can't tell you much, I'm afraid. Only the general approach each crew is taking. You will have to wait 3 days for more in-depth negotiations. Mr. Thorndyke will be holding a meeting to go over our itinerary. Well then, you're right. I'm probably isn't the best time. Can't go jumping the gun. They're discussing all sorts of things from the looks of it. Yeah, nothing to do with us though. On the contrary, I do have some information you might find useful. We're still tracking down some Almata holdouts that have taken to the underground, along with some of the heat groups they use for their ends. Towards, huh? And Archeo's still on the run too. Don't count them out just yet. He pulls those thugs back up and we'll have Almata 2 on our hands. Indeed, he's quite the wild card. We haven't seen any movements from him as of late. But then, that means he hasn't been contacting said remnants either. The guild's working on exposing Almata's business ties. We wanna pull it all out by the roots. Elaine and some S-ranks from HQ are in charge of that. Gotcha. What's she doing out of industry? Well, you can't say for sure. She should be back tomorrow though. I'm sure she'd appreciate a nice warm welcome when she gets home. Opt out, bucko. You'll be entrusting Almata's artifacts to the church, and the leftovers will fall under Helios' jurisdiction. The CID and the guild should make quick work of what stragglers remain. Melchior is still a concern, being one of their most prominent leaders, but we haven't noticed any moves from him as of late. Not that we should write them off just yet. You'll need to stay vigilant.
Now then.
The guild's helping out where it can, but we still don't have things under control quite yet. Elaine should be coming back tomorrow. Make sure to give her one back, will you? Incidentally, the clamor in Longport has subsided for the time being. I heard your comrades maybe have been mixed up in all the chaos there. But I must say, those young men do inspire confidence in me. The future is in good hands with their types at the helm. So then the boys, huh? Good to hear they're doing alright. Might as well kick back with them if they're coming on down for the festival. I'm sure you're aware, but taking that group out of the equation has shaken things up here in a bit. Time for you to make good on your name, Spriggan. Yeah, I was figuring that way, but anyway. I'm impressed you tracked down this little meeting of ours, Mr. Arkwright, as I'd heard you've a keen eye and a sharper nose. At any rate, Ashen should be here for the festival. It would be nice if you could show her a good time. Yeah, it's been 2 months already. I can't wait to see her again. Yeah, I don't mind. I guess she keeps her opinions to herself. Said the quote to the kettle.
Alrighty.
What? Ó, wow, végigértem. Majd ide kell jönnöm, de kaptam 2 recit.
May we be on our way.
Kéne gyorsan fürdőskézni. És aztán megnézni, hogy miért akar velünk a Meldnek a főszerkesztője találkozni velünk. Mit akar nekünk mondani Dingóról. De szörnyű. Mit? Fú. És... Mondom, mihez kell Prime Beast Flash kéne, ami nincsen most jelenleg. És... igen, Prime Beast Flash és Prime Beast Essence kéne, mind a kettőből kéne. Néhány darab Prime Beastből akkor kéne 3 darab. És kell egy Essence. Hát, megpróbálunk szermányolni.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Azt hiszem, hogy lehetett cserélni.
Do you know what you want?
Igen. Ez 3. Akkor 1.
I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Now then.
sauce.
Piece of cake! See? I can cook too, you know.
Like a special strong bowl filled with memories of cooking.
Time to flex my cooking muscles. Ah, there's nothing better than this.
Possibly, questo non must be.
Well,
Yes. Yes.
Ok, sriracha-sós. Sriracha-sós.
già disperati per pensare freddi sono tipo freddi non è che sono sciacca stavo che adesso sono poi portarsi io devo portare quella che stanno ecco ma noi che bella di strada io ho fatto non è qui c'è ma vedi Ezt van azt, hogy jó lehetőséget.
Igen.
Az egyben a
Halál vagy
halál, vagy is így a másik kérdése. És akkor ilyen lapozza az odat a helyi diátosokat, hogy hogyan lehet a haláltékhoz feltelefonálni.
De pontosan ezért kerülik el az emberek. Idióta.
De olyan hülye sztori,
Berögződés.
olyan bagatell horror sztorik, hogy ne szalunk. Én hiszem, hogy fejjel a szemet kapcsol valahova, de valami vicceskedő beregisztrálta, és rárakott egy program.
Külön kérte az extra pénzt, pénzért, hogy neki 60-as legyen a hívja. Behezedik. Ahogy mondom. Nagyra már nem üt.
Hosszú képes vagy.
Neked nem rendelünk, te akkor éhezel.
Ne, rendeljük valami. Hát kitaláljuk, hogy mit. Most ha most kéne megbeszélni, mit rendeljünk volna pacsira, nem tudnák mondani semmit. Egy palacsin töltöttem mondjuk. Valószínűleg azért most híresre vált egy ezután, de...
De hol, hétvégén meg palacsintázni fogunk. Már másmilyen, de akkor is. Hambi vagy. Itt palacsintázhatunk, de akkor én súlyos palacsintát kérek, te meg valószínűleg egy izét fogsz kérni giraszt, akkor meg ugyanazt teszed nagyjából, mint ma.
Két szemnek kéne szemed.
Ki vesz?
Én teszem átadod.
Ki veszem az összeset?
Az jó. Nem, mi az? Sárga. Most nem számít.
Ki kell valam az zöldet és a fehéret. Hé! Kikott szám.
Aha! Ez fehér.
Most az össze, hogy miért húzott.
Úgy húztam, hogy miért nem húztam. Azt sem tudom, meg milyen így. Gondolom citrom.
Nem tudom.
Nem tudom, azt tudottak már pedig.
Láttam már mindegyikből.
That was a fine meal.
Ez is. És akkor még egy van itt. Ez.
That was delish!
Off we go.
Welcome. I hope to see you again.
Lesz.
Lesz van már. Azért egyébként érdekes, mert valami figyelek, akkor a generális szám, az megszámít Dingo. Tehát azért fontos, mert arra van rám kötve, az autentikus a pluszról.
Ja, igen.
Nekem speciál fotózók is vannak, már nem. Mert elsője van, fizesse van online-ban.
Oké, amúgy én is azt használom, a céges VPN-hez kell. De gondolom azt akkor nem érinti. Már nem csináltak vele semmit a cégre.
Kiderül, elvileg holnaptól automatikusan töltődnek a jelszók. Nem mondhatod, akkor meg fuck you, hogy így hiszél, csak így töltök, basz meg. Nem lehet átvezetni valami. De így, hol meg, basz meg. Mint a percben, kilómetron, kilometrikus azonosítás, hogy képernyőzárat átvezetünk, hitelesítő és újra fogja használni. Köszi.
Nekem konkrét jelszó nincsen benne. Ilyen, az a finkódos, igen. Igen.
Az idejön és jelsz, mint tőlem a nekünk a kisebb a gond, max akkor második volt. De akkor Szodi beléti a képet.
Szerintem az pinnek számít, de... Mit tudom én.
Holnap reggel kiderül.
Igen, kiderül. Én nekem a cégnél erről külön e-mailt nem küldtek, úgyhogy nem foglalkozok vele.
Elvileg szóltam már.
Then let's head over.
I know the guild can help.
You'll never believe what happened.
Thank you for visiting the
I'm
Western
proud of all
department
my
store.
work. It's been a pleasure.
Our stores
Does
have a
anything
wide
catch your eye?
variety
I hope
of
I see
fine
you
goods
again.
for sale. We hope you enjoy
Welcome.
shopping
Thank you
with
for
us.
coming.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We await your next
attention,
visit.
please. Limited edition Revolution Festival merch.
Nem fontos, akkor megyek. Szégesnek.
Good grief.
Amit Dingóról akar nekünk mondani, úgyhogy most kiderül, kíváncsi leszek.
What'll you have today? Oh, that's great! Thanks for coming!
I can handle any maintenance. Thanks for being such a good customer.
Szívesen. Na. Ja, mentünk egyet. You really did come. Not that I didn't trust Dingo at all. The name's Van Arkwright. I take it you're Mel's editor-in-chief. Yep, that's me. Me and Dingo go back about 7 years. He told me a lot about you. Sounds like you were real busy over in Arasion too. No clue what you're on about. He wants about us being in your group. Hopefully it isn't keeping it a secret. Hopefully we're just seeing it to get under our skin. Well, whatever. It's not getting an article, so I'm not interested. I called you here for one of those 4 SPGs of yours. Nothing more, nothing less. The gist of it is that I want you to help me look for Dingo's notebook. Oh. What was this about? I suspect he had a notebook containing information he gathered as a reporter or more like as an information dealer. Both actually. I first heard about it a few weeks ago just before he headed off to cry. I could tell he was chasing a dangerous scoop of some kind, so I jokingly asked if he had a will ready yet. Oh, and look at us now. It didn't really occur to me, not even for a second, that this would happen to him just 4 days later. He laughed at it at the time and said one thing to me. The closest thing I have to a will is my notebook. I've left it with a trusted source, so if anything happens to me, send out a 4SPG about it. Wait a second. A third memento of this on top of the video and camera. We don't have that notebook ourselves though. Sorry if that's what you were hoping for. No, I never thought you did. I suspect you're the only one who can track it down. Dingo seemed to trust you more than anyone, so I suspect that's the way he wanted it to play out too. authorities have got everything that happened in Crate down on lock. Dalmata are dead and gone. So I can't imagine it would have anything worth writing an article about in it to begin with, which means it's not worth my while hunting down. But I can't just go and ignore his words about it. So here we are. I put up the menu for you to find this thing. Last gift to him. So what's it gonna be, Spriggan? You gonna go find Dingo's notebook or not? Nem csinálom meg, inkább abba hagyom a játékot. We'll take the job. Got anything else you want to share? Maybe said something more about this trusted source of his, for example. Yeah, I remember telling him that was nowhere near enough info to find the thing myself. Only hint he gave me was that it's with people who know about as much about my past as you do. It piqued my interest. I wonder what Dingo's past was like. I've only heard bits of it myself. How much do you know? Even less than you do, I suspect. I know he used to live in Messeldon before ending up in the capital 7 years ago. That's about it. Dante act like he knew him.
It's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly. If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldon.
Yeah, and you were still Enrique's second in command back then.
He did touch on it during the cry video. Alright, see what we can dig up with that info then. Good luck. Anyway, my break's over. I gotta get back to work on finding scoops for the festival. I'll give you my number. Just give me a call if you do find it. I'll wire you the money if you do. It can be my way of honoring Dingo's death. That's it. We'll take it from here. So, what's the plan here? Don't exactly have a load of info to go off of. Only clue we have is that it's someone that knows as much about Dingo as that guy does. That rules out Jack and Bermotti and Van, obviously. Oh, and Ren too. Yeah, any information leader is probably out of question here. And so is anyone with as many connections as Ren has. People like Nina and I know even less than that editor-in-chief does. Ning was a very private person, and it went both ways. It honestly surprised me to see a gossip magazine reporter being so considerate. That's just how Dingo was. Jack, Bermot and I tried not to pry into his past either, mind you. But something must have happened between Dingo and Dantes while he was still in Macedon. He left the city after whatever that was, ending up in the capital and becoming a reporter right after. Don't know any details, but I imagine we'll get out of this doing a whole lot more than we came in with. We're gonna be unearthing what he tried to bury this whole time. All the burdens he carried by himself. Man, you don't look like you're about to back down though. No way, job's a job. I'm nothing if I can't see this kind of shit through. But anyway, I can think of at least one person who'd fit the bill for the job that won't be a pain in the ass to meet up with. Oh, not an information leader, mind you, but she was close to Dingo. Can be the only one who immediately thought of her. Oh! I expect I see you now. Are you going to meet her then? Yeah, let's head on over to the Trial Times. Don't think a meeting with her will be all that bad. Hard to get as will be all that hard to get as long as she's not out of the office. Right. Damn it, bastard up and left us with the beer. It'll be pretty sly if you're gonna be running the biggest gossip rack in the country. Well, it's the least we could do for him since he brought this to our attention.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
Then let's head over.
All these shops are so nice.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
Oh, hey guys, good to see you again. Need something with the paper? Not this time. We came here to talk to you, Maria. I need it to you straight. We're working on a 4 SPG involving Ningo and need your help. What? You are? What sort of request is it? Please tell me. And put it simply, talk to Matt's editor-in-chief, Mr. Cunning. Ningo told me about him before, but I've never had the chance to meet him in person. He said he wants you to find Ningo's notebook. That's right, you remember Dingo ever talking to you about that thing by any chance? It doesn't have to be anything direct or explicit. Anything you happen to remember him saying you have. Actually, we didn't just talk about it before. I've seen that notebook with my own eyes. See what? How did that happen? I'm sure you all noticed. When he was alive, I tended to barge in on him while he was trying to work and stuff. One day, while we were having lunch, I was asking for advice on how to interview people and he was writing stuff in his black leather notebook. I asked him what it was since I was curious. He told me it's where he jots his info down, both for his reporting work and info broker stuff. That doesn't sound like what we're after. Because now we know it's real. I got a little whiny and tried to get him to show me his notes, but of course he refused. When I got happy about it, he kind of laughed and patted me on the head. I still remember exactly what he said. Who knows, maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although, if I play my cards right, you shouldn't ever have to. Oh wow. He must have already been preparing for what might happen to him in that case. Just the way he was talking, and we can probably rule out him taking the notebook with him to cry. The CID also apparently swept through his place and couldn't find any real material of note that he left there either. Yet, to have either given it to someone else to hang on to, or stashed it somewhere for safekeeping. It brings me to my next question. Can you think of anyone who he would have left that notebook with, or anyone who might know where it would be? Again, it's okay if you don't know anything definitive, any leads you might have would be great. Just to be clear, I don't mean other brokers like Bermotti. I'm talking about other sorts of acquaintances he had. Right, of course. Let me think. Based on what Mr. Cunning told you, wait, he have heard of something? Maybe. I could be completely wrong, but I can't rule it out either. Basically, when Ningo was alive, he would sometimes cover the adult industry for Mad magazine. That's interesting, I guess that comes with being a tabloid reporter. On the adult industry, doesn't every industry have adults in it? It's good for grown-up stuff. Certainly more grown-up than his wannabe protege here, that's for sure. Anyway, one time I confronted him about it. Do you really have to cover such sexual stuff in your articles? Readers demand it. It's our job as reporters to give them what they want. Plain and simple. Plus, it's a way to get information that can help shut down some of the nasty illegal places run by the mafia. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Say out of curiosity, do you ever visit those sorts of places yourself? Well, only when I need to forward. Lately, I've been too busy to go to any places like that myself, so I've had to lean on one of my old contacts left to get what I need. Not exactly ideal when my job is supposed to be to report on things I see myself, but it is what it is. Fair enough, I guess. You won't hear me complaining about you. Complaining about what? Nothing at all. Anyway, who's this contact you mentioned? Her? She's a woman who operates underground. Runs a handful of outlets. Pretty talented, all things considered. She? Your contact is a woman? Yeah, why does that matter? You got to introduce me to her. It'll help me write better news articles. Yeah! Unfortunately, Ningo said it was too soon for me to be going to a place like that. And that was that. Looking back on it, there's only one part of town he could meant, and he said she worked underground. Huh? Yeah, I think that one goes without saying. Not only that, I think I just might know the river he's talking about. I would have guessed those two had any history, but just goes to show it's a small world we live in. But that being a business, that fit the bill, and we were down there. Does that mean we're going to the Black Light District? Yeah, who knows if we'll turn anything up down there, but it's worth a shot.
Hey, you guys? I want to go with you. Could I? Please?
I don't know. Yeah, it gets kind of dangerous in the Black Light District. Well, I don't know how dangerous it can be, believe me. But we're talking about Dingo's notes here. What's inside them matters to me too, you know.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although if I play my cards right, you should never have to.
That's a point. What do you think, Van? Alright, you can come. You did give us some valuable info, so it's only fair. You got us promised two things. One, you stay behind us down there, running ahead, and two, you carry your own weight and help us out too, deal? Deal. Thanks, Van. I promise you won't regret this. Maria has temporarily joined the group. Bingo's note.
Let's roll!
Don't think I've seen you before.
Guess I'll check out the arena. What?
Boss is gonna yell at you.
I like it.
Wanna get a drink together?
Let me ask you something.
Oh, it's you. You know, I thought I knew you well, but I had no idea you and Ringo went so far back. Ever with me here. You were the one helping him investigate all those illegal adult business, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. Must have worked together for, a decade, I wanna say. We both had to keep it on the down low in order to operate freely though. He and I had known each other since we were both up in Macedon. That long, huh? Yes, that makes sense. If you don't mind me asking, how did the two of you, meet? Oh, it wasn't anything special. He was a duly minted Intel broker, and I was your common war, making ends meet out on the street. He had a nice little thing going. He buy information, I coax from my clients, and I do him some favors in kind. He scratched my back, I scratched his. This is all news to me. Can we assume that Dingo hadn't started doing any reporting work back then? More or less, I will say for any errand boy working underground, he had a certain naivete to him back then, maybe because he was still so young. I had an acquaintance who worked at the local paper. I remember he was pretty intrigued about that side of things. I also mentioned it was 8 years ago when I made the move to edit and set up shop down here. But before I left, he gave me some top secret information as a parting gift. His intel and his connections have been a huge help to me. And maybe it's the lady killer to schmooze his way into the underground. He really helped a lot of people while he was alive, didn't he? That he did. Later on, after everything went down in Macedon, that's when he ended up drifting into town. Personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break and get into a better line of work with better people. You never know what life has in store for you. Maybe the goddess took a liking to him and threw him a bone. Maybe so, yeah. Sorry to interject, but what happened to him in Macedon? I didn't know anything about that. Wish I could tell you, honey, but it's not really my place to say. It all happened after I left, so I only heard things through the grapevine. but I won't leave you empty-handed. If you're looking for his notebook, I've got some information I'd be happy to share. Really? You do that? Oh, thank you so much. Just to clarify, you're looking for his black leather notebook he used to carry around. You've seen it before, I take it? Sure I have. He'd been looking for a place to stash it away. I offered to hold on to it myself, but he turned me down. Can't blame him for being so cautious when he was going up against Almata. But I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for a piece. That was 3 days before everything went down in Cry for reference. Oh my god, what timing! It's a valuable clue there. Actually, now that you mentioned it, how did Dingo get to Cry? Do you have any ideas, man? He had this tiny ass car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. Usually he took a train or a bus when he had to go out to the sticks. Probably flew a bit from time to time too. But I don't know what he did here. Same, we're talking about a guy who knew all their tricks by that point. He might as well have just been moving randomly. Sure as hell wouldn't take something as obvious as public transit. That's when Almata had eyes everywhere. Exactly, I think we can rule out his own car too. That would have carried its own risks. Thinking realistically, he probably would have. Ridiculous sounds, he probably could have gotten all the way out to the countryside on the back of a truck. If Almata found him, they very well could have snuffed out the driver in the crossfire. Taking that kind of risk, he was a lot methodical than that. It's on track. Would have assumed Almata didn't have eyes on rental companies and their records. Plus, even if he had rented one, the cops probably would have known by now, since it would have gone unturned. Big chances are pretty good our guy took a taxi. Sure as hell ain't cheap, but it would have given him the lowest profile and the most flexibility. They blend right in on the road. Oh, good thinking. Might be onto something, man. Taxis are pretty commonplace, especially for people heading out of town. There's no way Almata could be monitoring every single taxi running in Edit. So let's say he did take a taxi. What kind would he have taken? Probably one of those independent ones instead of a company taxi, right? That's a good point. Self-employed driver would have given him more flexibility. Sounds like you guys have your next lead. I have no idea who the driver could be, unfortunately. Maybe it was one of his friends. My guess is he had a driver he hired on the regular, someone he could trust. That ring any bells for you, sweetheart? Something? It surely does. I remember Dingo would sometimes hail a taxi to get to a reporting site. He mostly took one that had this black and yellow checkered pattern around the bottom. The driver was an eccentric guy too, from what I recall. Oh wow, that's really good info. Glad you were able to remember that. You said it. We have to look into that once we're done here. Anyway, thanks for the chat, mistress. Be you back sometime. Yes, thank you so much. I have no idea how grateful I am. I wouldn't mention it how I wouldn't go that much. That said, you can always repay me by coming back here to play, you know. Don't forget that. But yeah, Dingo would tell me stories about you too sometimes. The punk as Spriggan and the newbie reporter he had befriended. I do hope you're able to track down his notebook. If there's anyone out there who'd want to inherit it, I have to imagine it would be you two. Thank you, we'll do our best. Sure as hell gonna try. Be a waste to just let it go after doing all this work for it. Taxi with a black and yellow checkered pattern. I know exactly which one that is. I had no idea Dingo was regular in it. That car out by the central station a lot. I was probably out for lunch right now though. Let's check the food stores first. See if we get lucky. To the riverside.
Come on!
Say that distance.
Taking off now.
That's fair.
Well...
This car there has a checker pattern. It's gotta be it. That's the taxi. Driver's gotta be close. Let's sniff him out. Love this place. Can't have real Eastern soba without the wasabi. Love it, brothers. So take a seat and throw one back with your boy. I have to take a rain check on that. Some stuff to do today.
Gonna eat something? Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, well, if it isn't a big boy with a cute girl hugging his arm. Never thought you'd ask me about that. Name and notebook. Wonders never cease, huh? Ah, it's like we found our guy. So, word is you were scratching Dingo's back every now and then. Yep, I may not look it, but I used to run all over the Republic, taking odd jobs on the down low. I was on this smuggling run once and bam, I bumped right into him. That's how we met. That must have been, 10 years ago? You would have been around 20, I think. Alright. Do you know how he got tangled up with Amata back then too? Oh my boy, do I ever. That was what led him to ask me for help out of the city that day. I snuck him out just like that. He hopped on a bus for Cray, and that was the last I saw of him. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have let his dumb best do that. It wasn't your fault, Giordano. Don't beat yourself up over it. You weren't the one who killed him. It was Amata. Not even Dante's own that. The shit heel. You're right, yeah. I heard he got what was coming to him at the old capital. I bet Dingo's laughing up there. I'm happy karma came around for the bastard. And it makes him feel better. He really regretted being the guy's broker in his past. Dante really wasn't the same guy once he took over. So that's his background, huh? Not trying to justify him, but Dantes used to have a good rap on the street. He had a code and he stuck to it, and that let people trust him. No wonder he ended up so popular with how much everybody hated the head honcho before him. He got Dingo hook, line and sinker. Dingo was his informant, fed him the info he needed to bring the old guy down, and now in its stead we have this monster he built. Master, huh? Better for me. Not too privy to what happened beyond that, so I don't wanna speculate. So you're looking for Dingo's old notebook and you think I've got it? Dingo, please, may I please have it? I'd love to give it to you, but I'm afraid I can't. Why not? Is there something you wanted done first? Ah, pretty boys. See, it was for your eyes only. He told me to keep an eye out for this Spriggan guy and the newbie reporter. If anything happened to him, wanted me to give this here key to whichever of you two I bump into first. Then coin locker key. Oh. So what is this key for? Looks like a key for a station coin locker. Like you'd see around the subway. Spot on. He said he stashed it in the easiest locker he could find. I'm not sure what he meant by that, though I have no idea which station it's at. Got it. Easiest locker he could find. How would that be? Oh, that about gives it away. Oh, could it be the one by Van's office? Probably. Let's head on back and take a look. It's a bunch, Giordano. Maybe I'll make it up to you with a joyride one of these days. I feel like it. Aha, you just call me anytime you're plastered and I'll be your DD.
Let's roll!
Menjünk ezért a notebookért.
Kids are always so full of energy.
What do I do?
Key we got from the driver probably goes to one of the coin lockers here. What do you say? Should we check what's inside? Check the phone. Okay. Absolutely. I'm ready. Okay, let's head in. Mariel and the others found the coin lockers tucked away in a corner of the subway station. They located the one that corresponded with the key they held, finding a black leather notebook inside. The group then proceeded to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the contents of the notebook. This is something alright. I didn't get to talk to Dingo that much, but I know for a fact that he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just anyone could pursue Almata to the degree he did without backup. It's probably his way of making amends for the role he played in Dante's rise to power. These notes mention how the previous boss family was murdered too. Even they didn't get spared. That's horrible. It's a heavy burden for him to carry. But that wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that's what would happen. I can't imagine he felt like he could be in the public eye anymore after that. That's why he took me under his wing. Good for nothing, rookie. The PSC compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders. He took down in Racion as well. Yeah, let's take a look. Viola, Linda female, aged 26, originally from a minor noble family in the Quadas region in the Central East. The family fell into bankruptcy after Quadas' annexation by Varys, Viola herself being sold off to a wealthy merchant so they could make ends meet. She soon fell into the hands of a criminal organization that was targeting the merchant. Though initially nothing more than a plaything and object of pleasure, she eventually managed to oust the boss and wrestle control into her own hands. Her brutal leadership reputation precedes her. And 2 years later, the group tried to expand their influence in Palvar. They caught the attention of Almata. Conflict with them was brief, as they were quickly obliterated by Dantes, to whom Viola swore loyalty afterward. As a consequence of her turbulent past, she is internally dependent on Dantes, which might be the reason she harbored a fierce rivalry with her fellow Melchior, their positions equivalent within the organization. Though the body of her needle gun produced by Zekton, the full piece is not a part of that official lineup. Further research regarding the origin of her weapon is needed. Alexander, gender, male, age 45, born in the former Principality of Northumbria in northwestern Zamoria. He was 5 years old when the sword fair appeared, sowing chaos in his homeland. Him and his father, then protectors of the ruling family, fled alongside Prince Balmond when he fled the country. He spent most of his childhood and adolescent years in the free city of Taslan. Trained by his father in the traditional military arts of their homeland, he served the former ruling family until the age of 25. Though his life was soon thrown into chaos. His father and he were both ordered to retake Northumbria following the death of the Northern Leaguer's figurehead, the current ruler since Prince Balmond's escape. After their assault on Northumbria's capital, Haliask, they managed to seize and control the city for a time, acting as its effective government before being overthrown by the Northern Leaguers. This ensued a massacre of the remaining civilians in Halias, mandated by the phased format Prince Balmond. Standing in opposition with one another, Alexander and his father dueled to the death, Alexander emerging victorious before withdrawing from the battlefield. Though his current whereabouts are known, we believe that Prince Balmond was swiftly and secretly executed by the Northern Leaguers following his capture. Wandering from one court to another, Alexander was eventually scouted out by Dantes himself and brought into a leadership position within Almata. Though outwardly austere and restrained, he is merciless in combat, sparing none who dared cross him. His ultimate goal being the search for his final resting place, he has rejected any attempt at persuading him to leave Almata. Despite the mechanized gauntlets he wields not being part of their official lineup, it does appear that they were developed by Zektans. Olympia, gender female, age 19. Little is known about her, although she allegedly hails from a remote village hidden in eastern Zamoria. Rumors say the entire village was comprised of heretical puppeteers who worshipped a doll made in the image of an angel. Thought to be an artifact of some sort, the doll was looked after by a medium. The village's gruesome customs mandated that those close to the medium were to be offered as sacrifices. The sacrifices spared no one, not friends nor family, though soon tragedy befell the village, leaving Olympia and the doll alone to wander the continent after the demise of all they knew. Multiple records suggest instances of criminals being slaughtered when encroaching on the wandering pair. He was later inducted into the Gardens, the assassin organization, and made overseer of the Garden of Hope. Though it appears she's been mostly left to her own devices after being invited by the other overseers, these including Melchior and the Emperor. If I were to guess, the incident that took place in her village led to her and the angel developing a psychologically interdependent relationship, resulting in her autonomy and emotional expression diminishing. In light of the crisis that's made the Gardens join forces, she may have a chance to reclaim that lost capacity, albeit an incredibly simple one. Ariel, gender male, age over 150. In contrast to the known confirmed leaders of Almata and Garden overseers, eyewitness reports of him are few. What we do know of him, the Garden of Rust's overseer, is that he's a very dangerous man, clad in heavy armor. Much of the information about him stretches belief, including how he was supposedly born in a different time period altogether over 150 years ago. If he was, he's said to proceed from the mythical Holy Ishkan Empire, an enormous nation believed to have laid just across the Tian Shan and Ishgal mountains, 12 hours east. This empire is presumed to have vanished following a calamity 130 years ago. In its heyday, 9 groups served to protect the royal imperial line. Eastern sources indicate that he was a warrior who represented the Rahu, a tribe of white descent hailing from the west. I'm inclined to believe it's all bullshit, but in an age where immortals like the Lance Maiden can exist in Erabunia, I can't rule out the possibility of there being some truth to it either. Whether it's true or not, evidence might suggest that his armor and his strangely shaped battle axe might be artifacts. Considering his joining the Gardens and the stories claiming his immortality, this might be highly likely. On top of that, he is the primary suspect regarding the Eisen Shield's annihilation in the outskirts of Craig, though I still can't state that for a fact. More information is needed. Melchior, gender male, age 21, one of Almata's 3 pillars, and quite possibly his most evil and sinister member. He doubles down as the Garden's ringleader and overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Melchior's skills don't fall behind any of his artifact building skills, being highly skilled in the use of the orbital net and being capable of infinitely spawning and freely controlling explosives. Beyond that, he also acts as Almata's main strategist and Dante's right-hand man, a confident and possibly his lover. Though his past is shrouded in mystery, his origins might trace back to the same organization the Oathbreaker, one of Ouroboros' Anguis, also comes from. The Order of the Moonlight Horse existed since the Middle Ages, where the Oathbreaker sat among its top brass for the longest time before losing to Ouroboros and switching sides. It is an entirely different matter and a major threat over Byzantium. Wrapping this back around, Melchior might have been a direct subordinate of the Oathbreaker before going on to take in the scattered remnants of that infamous code. If that's true, that would make him something of a prince of the underworld. For someone as powerful as him to idolize Dante's so much is nothing short of ominous and concerning to say the least. Another thing that concerns me is him staying in Christ's vicinity following the Eisen Shield turning into goals. Christ, not just some sleepy village with beautiful vistas. More than a touristic spot, it lies stuck between several forces working from the shadows. It also happens to be one of the few places in northern Palvad with a sizable eastern and central eastern population. Knowing the source of Almata's financing, so I rather not speculate further. Ishbane Dantes. Gerard Dantes, gender male, age 44. If I let my feelings take away, Dantes could fill every single page in this book. There's not a night where I'm not overcome with regret, but this notebook is not meant for my personal taste. Most things I've come to learn about him and his life are at least a little eyebrow raising. Him being member of the DG cult before joining Almata, being related to Kalvar's old royal family, perhaps even a direct descendant. The tales of his sword are equally hard to believe. A gigantic blade of black and silver, thought to be an artifact hidden by the royal family. This demon blade was the instrument with which he slew Enrique, Almata's previous head. Hard as these tales are to believe, their true purpose is to strike fear into the hearts of those who hear them. To make Dante is nothing short of the living manifestation of shadows and agony. Deep as the abyss and equally as alluring, his unquenchable thirst for fear is what draws many to him. Seductive and enchanting, it has earned him many loyal followers. But where does such unfathomable hunger come from? A new hypothesis surfaced recently which might finally explain things. The source, however, is a little unusual and I'm not particularly keen to take it at face value. But that's neither here nor there. The more pressing matter is his goal in Basel, and that him and the others might have been after something else. His true goal, I imagine, fear. The want and need to bring about true dread and terror to the masses. He wasn't able to achieve it even with the help of a genius, but that will not put a stop to him. He stopped at nothing to achieve his mission. Looking into this matter should take priority. Regardless, he sure managed to pull a fast one on me, Tarbert. I was distracted by that call, but that's no excuse. I should have seen through him much sooner than I did. But try as he might to stay one step ahead, I'd forever be hot on his heels.
At this point, I've worked out how I'm going to get everything recorded, as well as how to leave these notes behind. Now comes the real showdown with him. It's going to be the biggest gamble I make as both a reporter and an information dealer. If, by some sheer miracle, I make it back in one piece, I'll absolutely be following up on those theories I've written about. I can already imagine the hell I'm in for with that dope of a Spriggan and that cub reporter. I really do worry about her. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's just part of the fun.
Dingo. Dingo!
You dumbass. Who's the real dope between us, huh?
This dude was totally nuts. How the hell did he find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for others spurring him on to gather this much information. He was both a clever and a kind man. He wasn't trying to make amends or settle a score. I don't doubt he genuinely worried for everyone's future. This is that saying, but it's a true shame. He was taken from us far too. So well, you two were able to find his notes. I cried. It must have been the will of the goddess. Once Marielle collected herself, the party drove her back to the Trial Times. After reporting their success to Editor-in-Chief Cunning, they got back to work. As for Dingo's notes, once the contents were copied, it was decided that Marielle would hold on to the originals for safety.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
One additional free time point was added for completing all of the 4 SPGs. You okay, Van? Oh yeah, I'm fine, just thinking. Is there something bothering you? Guessing the stories about the gangsters and Dalmata remnants are on your mind. Yeah. If Bermotti, Jack and Kilika were all talking about them, then it's definitely worth mulling over. I heard something interesting while following up on Dingo's case too. You're referring to the account of them being sighted in the Tyrell district, correct? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, that is kinda worrying. Maybe we should drop by Tyrell just in case, you know. Not a bad idea, can't hurt to check the area out again. You can probably rule out the busier parts of the district. Aim for the area near the restaurant that's run by Hayur. An additional mandatory investigation point has been added in the Tyrell district.
Planner launched. Planner launched.
Na most elkezdik nézni a free time eventeket. Először Yumi. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Ah! Yeesh, sounds pretty serious. Must be tough getting gold. Careful you don't throw out your back, Victor. Think about all the piggyback rides you'll be depriving your granddaughter of. What's happening? Grandpa, are you okay? I think you'd better take the day off, man. Are you not? I can't take time off over a few aches and pains. Not only do I have our regulars and reservations to handle, but today and tomorrow are inventory stocking days. Those are crucial. I also need to start making test batches for the Revolution Festival menu. Grandpa, you can rest. It's okay. Mommy and I can handle it. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Hearing those words makes your grandpa feel sort of That settles it. You need help in the kitchen today, period. Tell you what, if you think I'm up to the task, I'll take over the kitchen for a while. I can't do it all day, but it's the least I can do. You've been cooking a lot for me throughout the years. Because you're owing me for any of it, you punk. Very well. I'm not going to abandon the kitchen. I don't like it, but you can help out during rush hour. I'm going to supervise your cooking. Don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're doing me a favor either. Understand? Fair enough. Your joint, your rules. Just tell me what to do, boss. Yay! Thanks, man. I help with the customers. With that, Van took his post in the Montmartre kitchen and got to cooking. They're cutting the cabbage wrong. Slice it more finely. Like this. Oh, even more. Like this. Wow, that's too fine. Oh no, don't steer so fast. You said you didn't want it to burn. Which is it? Oh, keep steering so it doesn't burn, but don't do it too fast. Once that's ready, go grab a bag of flour and a can of milk from the pantry. Hang in there, man. You can do it. That day, whose dish looks more appetizing? Sheesh, when did this become a competition, huh? You're the pro, of course yours is better. I think my stuff holds its own just fine. The presentation's not too shabby at least. Think so, huh? Don't get cookie punk. You've still got a lot to learn. We'll see about that. Let's taste them and find out. Good to see you're back. Doesn't put a damper on your spirit, Victor. You didn't know any better? I almost think you two were having some nice father and son bonding time. I have to take your word for it. Don't really know how that's supposed to look. I don't think he isn't my actual son, or I would disown him after all the trouble he's caused around here. Rush hour continued the pass, with Van and Victor yelling at one another in the kitchen, their hands full with customer orders. Idiots, your old man really likes cracking the whip. My arms are so sore, I ain't gonna be lifting anything heavier than my Sifa today. You'll survive, Van. You're too young to be that one out. Thanks for helping my dad today. It means a lot. It's not much, but a little something on the house. Oh damn, you don't have to, but thanks, Paulette. I was really fired up after all that. He put extra effort into it just for you. You don't have to tell him that. Oh, really now? Well, I appreciate it. So, hit the spot after an afternoon of backbreaking work in the kitchen. I don't know when a good for nothing son has earned his keep. People experience when I say this, a family can take on many forms. Maybe it only has one parent, or maybe no one in it is even related by blood. Point is, there's no right way to be a family. You get to define what your family is and which ones you cherish. I don't have said it better myself. Careful though, I don't think I'm the only potential son in the picture. Like hell, Gehenna will freeze over before I count that 2-time scumbag as one of my own. I don't name any names. Can you imagine who you two might be talking about? Grandpa's right. You and me are family. I'll always be with you, Van, I promise. You sure can melt a grown-up's heart. You should be real careful making promises like that at that age. Thank you, Holmes. Means a lot. Care what you think. To disappoint my sweet innocent granddaughter, you're going to be in for a world of pain, you brat. It really means serious. Take care of yourself, and the worries you might be overdoing it at your job sometimes. Alright, you can keep that part to yourself. I hear you, and be careful out there. After the short break, Van reunited with the others and resumed work.
Remember, Van, Mommy, Grandpa, and me are always rooting for you.
Köszönöm. Következő?
Planner launched.
Rend.
Írjátok ezt játékot. Most sincs vége!
Legalább visszajössz. Majd ahogy kell. Én a sajátommal jól laktam. Nem tudod, könnyebb a fél. De hogyha összeadom, akkor az kell egy minimális fej. Szorik a fejem. Ez az. Én szoktam én a bokét. Kérem magadnak. Megint elrontottam. Te se néztél utána. Egy egyszerű, logikai okfejtés volt.
Nem
Azt olyan lekicsinlőnek fogja gondolni. Gondolom, bár nem tudom miért, mert most... Valamiért az nincsen szexualizálva. Egy szinten van a... nem tudom... Gunival? Na tényleg beteg.
Sajnos nem mindenkinek megengedett valakit. Egyszerű.
Lelőni.
Igen, hogy hadd kezdjem újra az életet. Rosszat volt, amikor karatekanáskor nagyon szartottál, és nem tudod kezdeni a...
Igen, újra kezdeni, igen.
Igen, ezek túl erősnek a citrit, nem lehet kiköszönbe.
Igen, amikor nem tudom.
Inkább legyek szociopata, szinopata, vagy valami hasonló. Ezzel a földnek nem tudod.
A legtöbbet, hogyha elmész pszichológushoz, vagy valaki elvitett, akkor előbb-utóbb kikurálja belőled. A legtöbb dolgot.
Ezt nem tudom.
Hát, igen, bár. West group decided to take a short break. Igen, mindenki szűnete van. Fel elment. She was. Spigen requested the rest of us both, you and I. Something stinks real bad about this one, but I don't think it's just a prank either. What? I can handle it myself if you'd like. That's fine. I'll lend you a hand. You're quite a few shared acquaintances after all. It's worth looking into. So, what is the request about? A retrieval. Something's been smuggled into the city via the underground and we're supposed to go get it. The route there is pretty convoluted and it looks like shit's been encrypted over and over a few times. Not gonna lie, this might be a little bit out of my depth. You're lucky for you that I'm here. We both are perfectly suited for this matter, so let's cooperate and get to the bottom of this. After agreeing to work together, Van and Ren decoded the 4 SPG. They continued gathering clues afterward from the Orbal net and the underground. Eventually, the trail led them to an attaché case. This must be what we're looking for. That was some tricky shit to figure out. They definitely didn't cut us any slack. I see, you have to follow the thinnest threads we could find just to get here. Had we not teamed up, this whole search would probably be dead in the water. They must have trusted us to find it in the end though. It was here after all. Well, let's crack it open and see what's inside. Then unlock the attaché case and threw it open to reveal... What? Writing utensils and painting supplies. And what's this stuff for? Nothing weird about any of them, just normal as pencil. I don't get it. Oh, looks like we've also got these letters here. They're addressed to the both of us. Most underlisted, but I can only think of one. Right, Grandpa, you are beyond a doubt. Dear Ren, I realize I'm more than 6 months late. Before I say anything else, I want to congratulate you on your acceptance into Aramis. Time really does fly fast, doesn't it? It feels like it was only yesterday that you enrolled at Yanis. You always had that impeccable talent and appetite for learning from your studies to your papers and everywhere between. You may have felt at first that there was no point returning to ordinary schooling, that it was a waste of time for a mind of your caliber. But there are some things you can only learn and experience in those common places. I suspect you've come to realize that yourself. Now that you have a place in this world to call your own, it's good to spread your wings and spend time away from your friends and family. Although I only looked after you for a short period, I pray that you find happiness wherever your travels take you. Sincerely, Grandpa Yoard. P.S. Thank you for taking care of those kids and tidying up the workshop during your visit a year and a half ago. I greatly appreciate it. I didn't know what to get you to celebrate your admission, so I simply picked up some safe bets for a student your age. If you have no use for them, feel free to throw them out. I'll hardly be hurt. Oh, don't be like that, Grandpa. I could never throw these things away. He, still as he ever was, awkward and clumsy outside of his doll making, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, let's see what he's got to say to me next. Mr. Van Ark cried. It goes without saying that you and I have done much for each other over the years. I won't dwell on that ancient history. But if I can offer one piece of advice to you, do not avert your eyes from the spirit you have within. Beyond that, please continue to guide and protect my granddaughter. I trust that you're looking out for her while she's in your periphery. I really have to write that last part. I'm not used to seeing him so protective. Hard to blame the guy. He ain't seen you in years. Cut him a little slack, eh? At least it's not just you who's being nosy with anyway. What do you mean by your spirit within though? That's an intriguing line. Beats me. No idea what he was talking about, but that's par for the course with him. I mean, you know how he is, guy just sees everything differently. One hell of a grandpa you've got there, you know that? People say his dolls are beyond life, they even have their own hearts and souls. Maybe that power lets him take a look inside other people's hearts all the same. He could be onto something. It wouldn't hurt to keep what he wrote to you in mind, whatever it turns out to mean. Maybe, yeah. So where is that old fart anyway? Any idea where he is or what he's up to these days? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. He may very well have slid back to his workshop in Crossbell by now. Or perhaps he's abandoned it and set up shop somewhere else entirely. It's so hard to tell with him. And Nestor was like that too. Maybe being all cryptic and shit's just part of getting old. Maybe so. I'm happy to have heard from him at least. Thanks for bringing me along, Van. I have to return the favor one of these days. Hey, take it down a notch. Play with fire, you might get burnt. Oh, you think I'm still just some little girl, do you? You're grown up before you know it. Many ways I already am. It's enough for me to reach out and lend you a hand when you need it most. Just like you did for me all those years ago. That's right. It's going up fast. Too fast if you ask me. Sure, I'll ring you up if I really need a hand. Ren so ran back to her dormitory and left the attaché case in her care. With that, the two went their separate ways. And just like that, it was back to the usual business.
I'll invite you to a tea party sometime. I do so enjoy being a good hostess.
Planner launched.
Mindig van 2 pontom. Következő Nina Fenley. Már ideje nem láttuk. Van's group decided to take a short break. the real me. The one you don't know. The one I don't want you to know. Die. This isn't right. I'm missing something. Hey there, what about taking a break? Mr. Arkwright, what are you doing here? The director sent me. As an actress I've been working with whose work I'd like your opinion on, if that's okay. Ever since I first heard the part, she's been immersed in the role, almost to a scary degree. I was originally gonna ask Judith for help here. Might be a bad idea if I did it, since I'm not involved with the film's production at all. I know you're pretty tight-lipped, so I said why not? So you're gonna help? I guess they were both really worried about me. We recently filmed one of the most important scenes in my next film, you see. The director said my final cut was fine, so we were ready to move on. But I'm still not happy with it. I still feel like I can do better, so I asked him to let me shoot again after I rehearsed it some more. That's why you're here alone, all alone. It's only like a long monologue. Surprised it's giving you so much trouble. I think it's because I've been rehearsing it alone. I meant to look at someone during the actual scene, and it's hard when I don't have anyone. Oh, I know. Would you be willing to act as my partner while I practice? Me? Didn't see that one coming. But I know that even if I said no, you ain't leaving till it's perfect. But are you sure you wanna ask me? I ain't exactly an experienced actor. That's alright. Just you being here will make a world of difference. Alright. I got the time to spare, so give it your best shot. Just don't go expecting nothing a sack of flour couldn't do better. Thank you. With Van as a partner, Nina continued practicing the problematic scene over and over. But in the end, she still wasn't able to come up with a take she was happy with. About that break. This is your job and all, but you're gonna burn yourself out if you keep at it non-stop. I'm so sorry, it feels like I've just been wasting your time here. I should have known I couldn't handle this like Judith does. What's you got to do with this? You guys are very different kinds of actresses, yeah? People always talk about how I embody the characters and act so naturally. It's like I'm possessed by them. You might be able to put a positive spin on it, but what those words mean at the end of the day is that my acting has no real soul of its own. That's a bit harsh. But it's the truth. Judith's acting is just so full of heart and soul. Every one of her roles has an identity that's uniquely hers. Not to say that she's not doing a good job portraying the role, of course, I don't mean that. She maintains the role's integrity, but she always puts part of her into it. She takes to every role in a way that's uniquely hers. That's her greatest appeal as an actress, if you ask me. I see it, yeah. But I can't do that. I don't have her strength of spirit, and I never will, because I'm empty. All I can do is act the role I'm given. That's all I can ever do. Is extremely transparent while acting. So much that you might see right through her and her hollow acting. I remember reading that in a magazine after your debut film aired. You have a good memory. You know that just because someone said that doesn't mean it's true, right? If that's how people see you, then that's a talent you should take in stride. But you can call my acting skills whatever you want, but truth is, I never measure up to Judith. And that might be your problem right there. If you really think there's nothing in that, then that's all the more space to start filling in. There's still plenty of time for you to create the identity you think you're lacking. You got a lot of material to take inspiration from. What do you mean? You're well known for not just taking a script and listening to it. You always take it a step further. You wrap yourself in the role and let it become who you are. You think and act like the characters would. That's not something you just up and forget. Or do their lives and experiences just vanish from your head after you stop playing the role? They don't. I remember everything. I remember the warmth of being in Ron's arms as Michelle in Wolf's Requiem. I still remember how reassuring it was to have my friends and companions at my side in glorious sheen of the year. Yeah, I thought so. You remember all of that so clearly. And that's not something just everyone can do. Not even Judith. Those voices, those feelings are just as much a part of you. You ain't empty. But don't let them overwhelm you either. You gotta listen to what you want to. And I might get shit for seeing this. To hell with the script. I think this should be more important to you. Because it's something that only you can do. I never even considered disregarding my lines. That might actually be a good idea. Do you mind if I try the scene one more time? Might finally have something. And let's start from the very beginning this time. Yeah, sure. Wait, already? So they resumed their acting. Nina performed the scene over and over, Van still acting as her partner. Every attempt refined the scene further, and Nina could feel the pleasant and satisfying exhaustion wash over her. Eventually,
This is the real me. The one you don't know. The one I don't want you to know. But I can't run anymore. Not if I'm going to stay true to myself.
What? Mr. Lamb? How long have you been there? Wait, were you filming this? Ah, don't worry, we were only filming, Nina. That was spectacular, Nina. I know I approved your previous stick, but this was significantly better. Went off script a little, but that doesn't matter when I could feel you and your character so perfectly in your delivery. Thank you, director. Alright, everyone, let's keep this momentum and get back to shooting. Of course. That's taken care of. Same, it's a relief. It feels like I finally saw a side of myself I never faced before. Thank you so much for your help. They parted ways when leaving Nina and her crew to their filming.
That was invigorating. You should keep an eye out for my next performance.
Planner launched.
És még egy utolsó van, és akkor jön Fee. Lauzar is going to work with Ferry to try and restore Ida's rifle. They want me to help them get the parts. Wouldn't be a big deal. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Yo, sorry for the wait. Don't worry about it. I just got here myself. Thanks for coming. Think nothing of it. Seems this has to do with one of my part-timers, so I figured I might as well. You want me to help out with the memento of the flame meters, right? Yep, I want to fix up the custom rifle that Ida used to use. Seems like you've heard about it already. Sure have. We tried to get it repaired before, but they told us it wasn't really feasible. I assume the two of you found a way to fix it. Bingo! We learned what parts we'd need to repair it, so all that's left is to actually get them. It's been bothering me ever since I learned it was damaged, so I'm glad I can finally do something. I figured things will get really busy once the festival starts, so I want to get it taken care of before then. Ben is working on the stuff that can be gathered above ground. You're gonna be getting the underground stuff from the Blacklight District, in other words. And you want me to show you around the place. Exactly, I've heard that those of yours is really impressive, so impressive that even Zin relies on it. How about it? You up for being my guide? Sure, why not? Don't hurt putting you in my debt more. I'll be helping one of my part-timers move on too. Sounds like a win-win to me. Thanks, let's get moving then. Van and Fee made haste to the Blacklight District. Upon arrival, they scoured the area in search of replacement parts for Ida's rifle. Looking to fix up a custom rifle, not to discourage you fine folks, but that sounds like quite the pain in the behind. We know and we're prepared to deal with it. As you can probably guess, we need some specialized parts to get it back in working condition. Mind showing us the rifle suppressors that and foregrips you've got in stock at the moment? Not at all. Right this way, young lady. Hopefully I've got what you're looking for. He's definitely got a wide selection, but none of it looks quite right. About this part over here. It's pretty unwieldy, but nothing any decent rigger couldn't handle. Yeah, maybe. That might actually be the same model Ida used, or the same make at least. This might work in a pinch. Let's well give it a shot. Working on Flame Eater's rifle, huh? My question is about that bad boy. You are in luck. I know for a fact that the rifle I used back when I was on active duty is the same generation as her gun. You can go ahead and take it if you want. It should have a part or two you can use. Damn, that's really generous of you. Oh yeah, are you sure? I mean, that has to mean a lot to you. I'm no eager anymore, so I don't mind parting with it. Helping the colonel's daughter sounds better to me anyway. In return, just promise you'll come back and tell me how the purple lightning's doing. I've been rooting for her ever since she hung it up to walk her own path. Let me know how she's holding up, yeah? Deal, can't say I know everything, but I'll be happy to share what I can. Eventually, Fee and Van managed to scrape together the needed parts to repair the gun, albeit from a less than desirable mix of sources. With Ferry having acquired her allotted parts, the group reconvened at the arms dealer inside the department store. Sylvie, who had been previously consulted about the rifle's damages, agreed to assist with its repairs. Van watched over the whole process and helped with basic tasks like polishing as needed. Eventually, well, would you look at that? It's right back to the way it was. Ain't that something? It even has the same custom rifle muzzle she used back in her Zephyr days. Maximized its firepower and improved its accuracy. Really like talking about that thing. I can see why. It's been customized in other ways too. The weight distribution probably makes it unwieldy to anyone who isn't a rifle pro. But Ida had no problem handling it. She and this rifle were a match made in heaven. No doubt about that. I'm glad we were able to get it fixed up for her. Limiter couldn't have asked for a better pair of sisters. So what are you planning to do with it now? That's a good question. How would you feel about using it, Ferry? I don't think a rifle of this size would suit me, to be honest. Ida once told me to remain true to my own style. I don't think I'd be honoring her if I changed mine to adapt to her weapon. Figured you say something like that. It doesn't fit mine either. Better idea. How about we deliver it to the current member of Zephyr? I heard they reformed after the war. Yep, it's changed hands since then. Now it's being led by two of his former regimental commanders, Zeno and Leo. I'm fine with giving it over to them, but are you sure that's what you want? Yes, I thought long and hard about it. In the final moments, Ida said the names of her Zephyr comrades, including you. I can tell she treasured her family there. That's why I want to return it to them. Okay, that works for me. I'll go ahead and arrange for it to be delivered then. Oh, how are you gonna do that? You realize a civilian courier can't just waltz into Zephyr turf with a rifle in hand, right? Hello, that's not what I had in mind. I know someone named Josette who owns a delivery company where people should be able to get it over to them without much trouble. Ah, I've heard of them. They're based in Liberty, yeah? You sure know a lot of people, don't you? I could say the same about you. He got in contact with the courier, happily accepted the task and got straight to work. Afterwards, she reached out to Zephyr, who were in a remote region of the continent, to give them a heads up. Won't be long before it's delivered, so can you stick around your base camp for a while longer? I think we have to kill some time before our next job anyway. Miguel's weapon is there very sore. We will take good care of it. Three of us fought side by side many times as regimental commanders. She is dearly missed. Essentially told us about what happened to her. It's strange to think a part of her will be coming back to us. I like to think she's sharing a laugh and drink with the boss on the other side right about now. Probably stressing all about her little sisters too. They were rewarded. It don't shock me. It was good talking to you both again. See you around. Likewise, give our regards to Ida's other little sister. Sounds like she's gotten herself caught up in something fishy. Let her to take care of herself. Ah, that settles that. Must be one of the only bracers in the guild who keeps in touch with the Eagles. We don't talk that often, but they reach out to me every now and then. Now that we've got this squared away, I think I'm gonna drop by the cafe. Wanna come with? I can share some stories about Ida and Zephyr if you're interested. Really? Oh, I'd love that! And I can tell you some about my people and our village. Cool, I'd like to hear all about them. He and Ferry went off to enjoy some tea and conversation. Once Ferry returned, the group got back to work.
It'd be nice to introduce you to some friends of mine if the chance ever comes up.
Planner launched.
Oh, ezzel is végeztem.
May we be on our way. May we be on our way.
Thank you for visiting the Western
You got a
Department
permit,
store.
yeah?
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. We hope you enjoy shopping with us. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Limited edition
I'll get more good stuff in
Revolution
stock
Festival
soon.
merchandise is on sale throughout the building. We invite everyone to come and see. Off we go! All these shops are so... nice!
Well, looky here. Ah, isn't this usually locked? It is. And does this alleyway lead? Down into the waterways beneath the Tyrrell district. As far as I know, the only traffic this way sees is a maintenance team once a month. Oh, I ain't an ace detective, but something's telling me this wasn't their doing. Amanda's gone? It may have been done recently. Whoever removed it may have inhuman strength. Maybe it was a martial artist, or perhaps the quickest way to the bottom of this is to head in ourselves. The handle is broken too. No mistaking it. Whoever did this just yanked the thing clean off. They didn't use the tool after all. You're dealing with a freakish level of strength then. A lot of fresh footprints in front of the door too. Looks like we've got some huge ass rats to flush out. You got that right. Let's have a look inside. Heads up though, there's no telling what's waiting for us in there. Be ready for anything, understand? Got it! We should have time to stock up on equipment and items if need be. Entering the waterway will end the afternoon's activities and advance the main story. All members of Arcade Solution will participate in the next dungeon.
Planner launched.
I can hear water running in the distance. There's a bunch of footprints here too. Number of prints outside indicate the response, but we seem to be dealing with a rather large group. Everything points to them being remnants of Almata and the gangs that serve them too. Oh! Oh no. Again, ez is reagál valamire. Stopped! That life service a valuable guide to us in Norasian as well. Like the temporary flicker was what I triggered when we first met too. It seems like there's something here. I need to make sure the backup crew is on standby. Might need them in here at the moment's notice. Right! District waterway. There they are. It's all over. We're finished. This can't be happening. What did we do to deserve this? I've gotten into you guys. Eek. Who are you? You're here for a fight? I must bring him from here in Edit. Part of my crew's job is helping people who can't turn to the guild or the cops for aid. So if there's something you need help with, we might be able to give it to you. Do you at least talk to us? You're a Spriggan? I think I might have heard of you at some point. But I get a better look, you've got some real babes with you, huh? Maybe they're doing better than we thought. Don't let them trick you. The only Spriggan in Edit is from Arcry. The only Spriggan in Edit is from Arcry Solutions. The guy who kept going up against the beasts at the top of Almata. Ah, but you mentioned it. They take us in and manage to get anything out of us. No, I don't wanna die! Damn it. Factor their behavior in with the state of the doorknob outside. They've got to be on something. Aye. Oh no! Some of the enhancement drugs. Here they come! No! Die!
Hold it. That's a lot of enemies.
Vörös. Igen, sötét vörösen gőzölögnek. Előbb-utóbb jöttek én is. Köszönöm. Nézzük, mennyien vannak.
Látom. Szétkapnak rá én sorra.
It's not my fault, I swear! This'll hurt. Got a whole slew of them.
Your turn, Fang!
Over here! All for you! Master, I need your help!
Focus unleashed.
I will end them.
Focus unleashed.
Pressure him and move
Engaging
it.
skills. Boost gauge upgraded.
I'll wipe the floor with him.
Something comes this way!
Bet this'll sting.
Don't take your eye off the enemy!
I'll wipe the floor with him.
Activating skills.
You know what to do, Anya.
Go to hell! There! There! Sucker!
Now or never.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Go to hell!
A chance!
Deploying shield.
There we go.
Deploying shield.
I'll take you on. Activated skill.
Gotcha.
Payback time!
Bold of you.
Focus unleashed. Engaging skill.
No chance.
You'll pay for that.
Now or never.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Sucker!
It won't lose.
Going all in.
Wide open.
There, guard.
Engaging skill.
We don't do something to stop him from taking us in. Here, that armored guy are gonna... Figures. He really runs that deep. Akira's on the run and we took out Akira personally. Same goes for their boss Dantes. No one who can harm you anymore. You don't need to worry. So please just let us help you. Really? Don't let them fool you. They found out we betrayed them. Sorry girls, I never wanted to adopt a cutie, but if it's worse than death is all that's waiting for us. I'd rather do the deed myself. What are you? No! Don't do it! Oof. They're fine, they're just unconscious. And that's the rebound from using the power their bodies just couldn't handle. That's a relief, but what just happened? Give me a break. Timed your entrance perfectly now, didn't you?
Certainly not. I only just arrived.
Elég volt. Várjál, mi ez? Várjál, hang is van ebben a játékban. Miért éppen Kincaidnél? The damn death jockey again. És én van so precise, egyébként ennyi, ez egy mondat fért bele. Kincaidnek ez egy mondata. Thank you very much for your help.
Think nothing of it. Or would you prefer to call it a debt owed?
Huh. It should be either a guilt problem or something your side should handle from the start. Egyedül beszélgetett a van. Nem fér bele senki másnak a fizetése. Andrea jelöltné. Your boss mentioned how these guys had slipped through the cracks of your cleanup operation. Feels like you did a sloppy job to me. Not at all, this was the most efficient approach to the problem. We performed a thorough cleaning of the major cities outside of Elite and drove all of the leftovers here. We do have a Hercules in standing by that we could send in at a moment's notice. But I wonder if we should outsource the work to you instead. Son of a bitch. It all makes sense now. All of the fragmented information we gathered from all over the city did seem to fit together remarkably well. I never stopped to think that all of it was deliberately spread by you to lead us here. That's all this was. That was the intention. Though whether you were able to follow the rules was
The
down
rules
to you.
forbade me from getting directly involved in what happened in Oracion. So I was forced to stand on the sidelines as the place filled with fond memories for us was saved by you. Consider this revenge for that.
I call bullshit. You ain't the sentimental type. She's gonna be back in town tomorrow. And I know she'd give me an earful if I left any problems unsolved. So I guess I can help you just this once. Every time they go way back. Damn room, you bring what parts. We'll have to, of course. How many more of these troublemakers can we expect in here? We believe there to be roughly 30, 20 thugs and 10 former Armata members. And we even got a breakdown. There are a lot of them though, huh? Either way, guess we should give the others a call and get them to come on down here. The two reserve members hurried from the Archive Solutions office. As the road ahead forked, they decided to split their group into two. Van and Kincaid each leading the charge. These two teams should work. We're with Mr. Kincaid, huh? Judging by his aim earlier, he won't drag us down in battle at least. I assure you that these teams were decided purely on combat balance. You can count on me to support you in battle, and I'll even throw in some old stories about Van as a bonus. What? Really? Now I mean. Hey! You being in the other group, you'll be so bad. You know his weaknesses too. You have to spill later. Can do. Can don't. Don't ask for anything that might count as a weakness, don't worry. If you're still up for anything that doesn't, get moving. You shoot on time. We agreed. Garrus and I will remain here. Contact me when you apprehend any of your suspects. I will see that they get to the CID. Thanks, I know we can always count on you. Appreciate your assistance, Mr. Ziman. We need your help too, Garrus. Let's get this thing started. We have to make for the other side where the two routes meet, and take in everyone we find along the way. Right? Understood? We've got this. This is the perfect chance to show off all you've learned under Van. Let's get to work, Team B. Prove you're better at this than he is. Got it? Right, I am. It's not a competition. We'll take care of everyone. Same to you, Agnes.
As long as they have that much spirit, they should have no trouble dealing with this. Still, I faintly sense a presence that is not of this world here. I cannot precisely pinpoint it, now that I've lost my stigma. But I can see I will need to be prepared for trouble, all the same.
The party has been split into two, adjust the equipment of individual members if necessary. The expedition will begin with Team A, then it will switch between the two teams over the course of the dungeon. Aha, oké, ez még egy ilyen nagy dungeon lesz. Jó, ezt már holnap. Sőt, és ez csak az egyik fele? Holnap.